sort of.
I think there's a
driving the
couple
train?
things. I think the first thing is that there's more than just one group. There's a bunch of groups. I think the second thing is that there's, you look at our choices right now, and you have increasing taxes, cutting education, doing a rollover. So when you bring something new into that mix, it's going to cause interest.
That makes sense.
And plus, the impact of it is dramatic because the cities, just like you have a coalition in favor of it, there's an instant coalition against it because you have all the cities floating around out there.
Right. Well, it did seem like they marshaled their forces today. There was a ton of city people and a ton of home builders down here.
So
yeah.
they always bring out a lot of interest because they all have lobbyists, and so it's the dueling coalitions, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think that the cities were in favor of it in the beginning until they heard that they were going to have a moratorium on home building, not home building,
on
a moratorium
impact
on impact fees.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't so cool anymore.
Yeah.
Because I think they thought they could just keep raising impact fees as a way of revenue generation.
So have you looked at the draft proposal that's now floating around? So,
I kind of know generally what it's about, but I haven't actually seen it.
and what do you think of what it's generally about?
Well, I think from what I've heard, it's preferable to those other options that we just discussed.
Taxes, tax increase and stuff.
Cuts and everything. Mainly because I think that that we're talking about non-essential infrastructure type. They're not really real infrastructure, they're the non-essential stuff. And I don't think the actual real infrastructure, there's really anything going on because I don't think there's any building going on. We have 50,000 basically partially or empty homes that are here in the valley alone, just sitting there. That's why we have this problem in the first place.
So the education lobbyists were saying that the proposed budget to education are totally, outrageous, especially to universities. And then
I thought they were.
the children or the poor people lobbyists are saying that the 10% lump sum would devastate those agencies. So, no, yes,
I don't
no,
know.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's now that they finally released some information, I think we're going to hear what everyone thinks.
And then on the final page is a list of about a dozen sort of what some people down here are calling pork projects. Have you seen those? That are in specific members' districts. Not yours, I don't think, though. They must not have needed you. There's some like fish and game